So here we have a Weboost cell booster. I fixed one yesterday. It was just the power input side that failed. Inside of here there's a 0 ohm resistor being used as a fuse, and then on the inside of this box I'll show you there's a diode that's more than likely blown, just like the one yesterday. Talking to the gentleman that has brought them in, he was saying that he's got a habit of just plugging them into the 12 volt power port and then just pulling them, and I'm fairly certain that's what's causing it to blow. It is on a semi, so I am curious if that's playing a factor, but nonetheless this is just the basic fix. In here, I don't know if you can see or not, but this is where the 0 ohm resistor goes. I have another one right over here, probably can't see it, but gonna get that soldered in and then we'll pull this Weboost apart. So let's get this resistor in real quick. And this resistor, 0 ohm resistor, I pulled off of another circuit board that was deemed a no fix. So get this soldered in. And the only bad thing about these is you could try and get this board out, but I was trying yesterday and it is stuck in there with these side pins, and destroys your fingers. So hopefully you got a steady hand and can just solder it in similar to this. And that is the fuse. Let me get it cleaned up so you can see a little better. And I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, already know this, but if you're going to be cleaning up flux, please use above 90% isopropyl alcohol. It makes life so much easier. I'm using 91. It's all I can get. Well, it's not all I can get, but I'm lazy, and so I just go to Walmart and get it. And when you break apart these plug-in power systems, with the Weboost specifically, all I used to break open this case was a microfiber in the jaws of this tool, and it worked perfectly to bust that seal. Didn't crack the case or anything. It was wonderful. Yesterday I didn't try that. I had used the hot air station to heat up the case and do it, and it worked, but it deformed the case a little bit, so I figured I'd try a, hopefully, which turned out to be true, less destructive method. And bam, that's one part done. And then we'll just super glue that back together here in a second, but let's test continuity. Center to, where's that barrel jack? Center to innards. Well, I guess that's just how she goes, huh? Wonder if that resistor blew while I was soldering it. My temperature's not incredibly hot, right at, or just under 650 Fahrenheit. Yo, my Yeah, it'd probably help if I turned it on, huh? Alright, where's that barrel jack? There it is. Still no continuity, huh? Alright, now we'll test if that resistor went out. No. What about here? Continuity across the switch. Off. On. Good. Just to double check that resistor. Resistor's good. So why is there no power or no connection? I wonder if that's just broken. Okay, so we have connection from top through to the resistor. To the wire, question mark. Through to the wire. So now if we go wire to barrel jack, why do we have no connection? Alright, pin 2 positive. Alright, what the? Okay, so okay, so it is that stem. As long as it's pushed in, it should be good. So I won't worry about that too much for now. All right, awesome, that's done. Now for the Weboost. I love this little tool. Got it off Amazon. I forget what it's called. Pretty sure my wife got it for me for my birthday. But it is wonderful. So the one I worked on yesterday, I wish I videoed it. It had a blown diode on the input side for reverse polarity protection. I'm going to assume this one has the same system going on. Damn. That's not flux, that's just nastiness over time. The other one was the same way. And then power input here. Here's your DC circuitry. Got your filter caps all right there. Power inductor. 0 ohm bridge, fuse, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Continuity test the basics. Fuse good. Caps are all in parallel. Those are good. At least not shorted. Diode mode. Oh, man. Hopefully we'll be able to see that. Ooh. So yesterday, these capacitors read less than an ohm because this diode was no good. I'm willing to bet, before we check it, that this diode's good and the only issue was this connector. So, let's see if my bet is correct. And then this is negative side, I believe, if I remember correctly. Oh shit. I was wrong. Look at that. Yeah, that diode's no good. I'm wrong. Diode's good. That reading is perfect. Doesn't read reverse. It was probably picking up voltage from the caps that I charged. Damn. Alright. Let's plug this bad boy in and see what happens. Power supply on, 12 volts. Negative lead. We're gonna toss. Where's that connector? There she is. Make sure it is off. We are gonna just slap it right there. And then on the positive, we will slap right here. Power off, all good. And then take the bearings out. Throw her on in. Alright, if everything goes well, that green light will turn on and will pull like 800 milliamps. Boom. Back online. And that's how you do a fix, or at least half of the fix, for one of these Weboost cell signal boosters.